Hello dear students, welcome to a new math class. Today we'll be talking about application on real numbers. First of all, let's go and have some information about the circle. Here is the circle. This circle is called circle M as its center point is named M. It has a radius of length r. The circumference of this circle is 2 pi r, which means it's 2 times pi times r, where the area of this circle is pi times r squared, that we call it pi r squared. In this exercise, the question is asking us to find the circumference of a circle whose area is 38.5 centimeters squared. And the question is telling me to use pi equals 22 over 7. To find the circumference of the circle, we need to write the rule of the circumference. The circumference is 2 pi r. So from the given information, we need to find the length of the radius of the circle. So as given that the area is 38.5 centimeters squared, then pi r squared is 38.5. If I substitute pi by 22 over 7, then r squared equals 38.5 divided by 22 over 7, which is 48 over 4. If r squared equals 48 over 4, then r equals the square root of 49 over 4, which is 3.5 centimeters long. Then we're now able to find the circumference of this circle. So the circumference is 2 pi r, then it's 2 times 22 over 7 times 3.5, which is 22 centimeters long. Question number 2, find the area of a circle in terms of pi whose circumference is 10 pi. As long as the circumference is 10 pi, then 2 pi r equals 10 pi. If you divide by pi both sides, then 2r equals 10, so r equals 5. If the radius is 5, how can I find the area of the circle? The area of the circle is pi r squared, then it's pi times 5 squared, which is 25 pi. Let's now go to another geometric figure, which is called the cuboid. This is the cuboid. The cuboid is a body whose 6 faces are of a rectangular shape, such that every 2 opposite faces are congruent. If the length of its edges were x, y, and z, then the lateral area is the perimeter of base multiplied by its height, as here the lateral area is 2 times x plus y and all multiplied by z, where the total area is the lateral area plus 2 area of base, which is here as 2 times xy plus yz plus zx. And the volume of the cuboid is the area of the base times the height. What's the area of the base? It's x times y, then the height is z. So the volume of this cuboid is x times y times z. Let's go now and see an exercise regarding the cuboid. The dimensions of the base of the cuboid are 9 centimeters, 10 centimeters long, and its height is 5 centimeters. How can we find the volume, the lateral area, and its total area? As we mentioned in the previous slide, that the volume of a cuboid is the 3 dimensions multiplied together, the x by the y by the z. So this is the x and this is the y, where the height is the z. So the volume of the cuboid equals 9 times 10 times 5, which is x times y times z. So the answer is 450 centimeters cubed. For question 2, find the lateral area of the circle. The lateral area is perimeter of the base times the height. So as we mentioned before, the lateral area is 2 times x plus y multiplied by the height. If we calculate this, it is equal to 190 centimeters cubed. for the total area equals the lateral area plus 2 area of base, then the total area is 2 times 9 times 10 plus 9 times 5 plus 10 times 5. If we calculate this, the total area is equal to 370 centimeters squared. Or we can find the total area in a different way, as the total area is equal to the lateral area plus 2 area of base. The lateral area, we got it as 190 plus 2, and the area of base is x times y, or 9 times 10. If you calculate this, it will be also equal to 370 centimeters squared. Question 2. The dimensions of the base of the cuboids are square root of 3 centimeters and root 3 minus 1 centimeters, and its height is 3 plus root 3. So we're going to assume that this is the x, this is the y, and this is the z. How can we calculate its volume? To find the volume, we multiply the x by the y by the z. So it's square root of 3 times root 3 minus 1 times 3 plus root 3. To simplify this, we multiply root 3 by root 3, which is 3, and then root 3 times minus 1 is negative root 3. So it's 3 minus root 3 times 3 plus root 3. Yes, these are conjugates. Then the volume in this case equals 9 minus 3, which is 6 centimeters cubed. The third geometric figure that we have is the cube. The cube is a special case. It is a cuboid whose edges are equal in length. If the length of one edge is L, then the lateral area is 4L squared, where the total area is 6L squared, and the volume is L cubed. Let's move now to exercise number 1. Find the total area of a cube whose volume is 125 centimeters cubed. If the volume is 125 centimeters cubed, then L cubed equals 125. To find the length of the leg, we're going to make a cubic root of 125, so the leg is 5 centimeters. If L is 5 centimeters, then the total area is 6L squared, so it's 6 times 5 squared, which is 150 centimeters squared. Exercise number 2. The perimeter of one face of a cube is 12 centimeters. How can we find the volume and the lateral area? If the perimeter of one face of a cube is 12 centimeters, the face of a cube is a square, then the perimeter of a square is 12 centimeters, then each side is 12 divided by 4, so the side length is 3 centimeters long. So L is 3 centimeters long. So here the volume is L cubed, which is 3 cubed, which is 25 centimeters cubed. The lateral area is 4L squared, then it's 4 times 3 squared, then it is 36 centimeters squared. Let's now move to the evaluation part. The first question is to choose the correct answer from those given. Question 1. The volume of a cube is 1 centimeters cubed. Then, the sum of its edge length is equal to what? We know that the cube has 6 edges. So, if the volume is 1, then L cubed is 1. If the volume is 1 centimeters cubed, then L cubed equals 1. So, L equals the cubic root of 1, which is 1. Now, we have 6 edges, so the sum of the 6 edges is 1 plus 1 plus 1 for 6 times. So 6 times 1 is 6 centimeters. So the right answer in question 1 is B. Question 2. If the volume of a cube is 64 centimeters cubed, so here L cubed is 64, so L is the cubic root of 64, which is 4. But the question here is asking us to find the lateral area. The lateral area is 4 times 4 squared, which is 64 centimeters squared. So the right answer for question 2 is choice C. Last question in this part. If the total area of a cube is 96 centimeters squared, total area means 6L squared equals 96, then L squared equals 96 over 6. So L squared equals 16, so the L is the square root of 16, which is 4. But the question here is asking us to find the area of one face. So the area of one face is the area of a square. So area of one face is 4 times 4. So it is equal to 16. Then the right answer here is choice A. Question 2. Which is more in volume? A cube of 294 centimeters squared of area, or a cuboid with the following dimensions? So let's now go work on the cube first. So in the cube, if the area is 294, then 6L squared equals 294. Then L squared equals 294 divided by 6. So L squared equals 49. Then L is 7. The question is asking you to compare the volume. Then the volume is L cubed, which is 7 cubed, which is 343. Let's now go and work on the cuboid. We have the 3 dimensions of the sides, so the volume is 7 root 2 multiplied by 5 root 2 multiplied by 5. If we multiply these together, it will be 7 times 5 times 5, and then root 2 times root 2. So it is 350 centimeters cubed. So which one has more volume? The cuboid has more volume. By finishing question 2 in the evaluation, we came to the end of our session today. Thank you very much, dear students, and wishing you best of luck.